guys, welcome to the Mommy Biz channel, and I'm really excited because today I wanted to do just a video on another topic that's near and dear to my heart, and that is on marriage. Next month my husband and I celebrate our 5th year anniversary, and we are super excited. We've been together for almost 9 years, so it's been a while. We definitely have gotten a chance to see all sides of each other, and there are some tips that I'd like to share with any of you that are going to be married soon. And of course I'm going to be sharing it from a sorry, I got a text message on my phone. Of course I'm going to be sharing it from the perspective of a wife, because that's all I know how to be. It would be nice if my husband was here, but he's not. The first tip I have is to not sweat the small stuff. You know, you're gonna find underwear on the ground, the toilet seat up, like the, you know, people say, you know, like the toothpaste uncovered and things like that. My husband, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, my husband would put his dirty clothes right next to the dirty clothes hamper, like literally, and it would get on my nerves, and I would be like, babe, seriously, can you, like, I would nag him about it. And I just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother asking him to do it. I'm just gonna pick it up and do it myself. And you know, after I started doing that, it just didn't bother me as much. You know, he works really hard for the family, and I decided that I'm just not gonna focus on the small things anymore. So try not to focus on the smaller things. Another thing that I have here is to have regular dates and just to have fun, and this is something that we are definitely lacking. We are definitely lacking in this department, especially that we had kids soon after our marriage, and we haven't really had like a regular date night. And so I would say try to establish a regular date night. It is so easy to just get so stressed out. You have work, you have to come home and deal with the children and things like that. But if you have someone that you can trust to do childcare for you, I definitely recommend date night. Another tip is to keep things between you. And I read I think it was on Pinterest, a quote that said, never talk to anyone, never speak badly about your husband to anyone ever. And that's kind of something that I read before I got married, and then my counselor kind of talked to us about. You know, you might have that one girlfriend or something that you can talk to sometimes, and that's fine, but generally try not to share negative things about your husband to people. You know, you're kind of like, the way I look at it is like I'm his protector in a way. Like, I keep his secrets, and so it's my responsibility to make him look fabulous to the world. Like, no one would ever know his flaws, you know. One time I remember I went to a play group with these moms, and this one mom in particular, she kept going on and on about her husband, and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that, and he's horrible at this and horrible at that. And I hadn't even met the man, you know. And I'm like, seriously, like, I don't think I could spend another 5 minutes with you. So it gets annoying having a person nagging you all the time. I definitely would be annoyed. So don't do that to your husband, and keep his secrets. If you do have an issue, go to a professional. I mean, unless he's like abusing you or something, definitely wouldn't be smart to not say anything to anyone. But I realized that the issues, every time we talk negatively about our husbands, whatever we say, it just magnifies more so in our mind. And when you stop talking negatively and just speaking the positives tend to expand. So this is another one that was really hard for me, and it's on the level of respect and submission. Like, I didn't really understand what submission was. I am like a first child raised by my mom, who was also a first child, so all I know is how to run things, you know. And so I and plus I'm opinionated. So that kind of was rough in the beginning. And I heard something a while ago that really helped me to understand what it really means to speak respectfully and what that means for a man. You know, as women, we tend to just say whatever is on our mind and just blab on. And I would say, you know, but I can't help it. I can't help but to talk this way. This is how I feel. I'm just gonna say it. But the person that was giving the seminar was saying, you know, when you go in front of a judge, right? Obviously you have things that are on your mind, but are you just gonna get up and yell and scream and say exactly what's on your mind? Or do you contain yourself and speak respectfully, or else you'll be in contempt of court, right? And so when he said that, I was like, wow, if I can compose myself to speak politely to a judge, definitely I could do that when I want to talk to my husband. So for me, I try to really be respectful, and it's not always easy, especially when it's that time of the month or I'm tired or hungry or something. But definitely just speaking respectfully, I think, helps. Or disagreeing respectfully. It doesn't mean that you have to, I don't think submission means that you have to always, you know, just do whatever your husband wants you to do. I think that's not smart. But it means being respectful. So I have just 2 more tips. One is on the issue of finances. And I heard that, you know, finances is like the #1 reason why people get divorced. And so we try to keep everything out in the open. We have joint accounts, so we see where the money goes. And we like it like that, you know. There are definitely no surprises when it comes to finances. I'm the spender and he's the saver, so I try to listen to him when it comes to finances, because he definitely knows how to save a lot more than I do. But we try to, if we have to make any large purchases, we do it together. We don't just go off and just buy things on our own and stuff like that. And we are really honest about, you know, spending money, and so that's really helpful. And finally, on the note of honesty, another thing that we do in our marriage is we tell each other the truth, even if it's like the little things. I was listening to a radio program and they said that couples that lie to each other about the really small things, like say you purchase a pair of shoes that you weren't supposed to and you lie about that, or your husband purchased something that he wasn't supposed to and he lied about that. When you lie about the small things, it becomes easier to lie about bigger things, and that opens up, you know, for like infidelity and things like that, where you keep secrets. We don't keep secrets. When my husband asks me something, I tell him the truth, no matter what it is. And that really just helps, because I know in my head that whatever I do, I'm gonna tell him the truth about it. It helps you to not do bad things, you know, because you're gonna be honest. And so those are the things that really help us in our marriage. Yeah, I hope it's helpful. I'm definitely not a perfect wife, like far from it. And if any of you have advice, that would be great. I'm always open to learning. I hope that some of what I shared helped you, but definitely just take what you want and leave what you don't want. But these are the things that have really been keeping us together and keeping our marriage fresh and alive and thriving. So thank you so much. Bye.